Turin, Italy, August 7, 2024.
Allucinante.
È andato via il tetto qua.
Streets transform in a rivers of water and ice. The temperatures drop below 20 degrees in a few minutes. Residents say the wind and then half an hour of the storms like we haven't seen in a long time. Fear this afternoon in Borgosesia for the water bomb and hailstorms that hit the city. Shortly before 4 p.m., it started to rain violently. Then the hailstones fell and hit the vegetables gardens, cars, and roofs. Broken branches, clogged drains, and overturned vases in the town center. Broken branches, clogged drains, and overturned vases in the town center. After the downpour, residents and shopkeepers began to clean up yards and sidewalks, as well as up drains, which were completely flooded. In the photos taken by Frozen Light, you can see dozens of people at work, but also objects and waste swept away by the water. The debris ended up on the streets, among the cars, and the struggles to circulate. Dozens of motorists, if not more, will have to go to the body shops. The same scenes they are being seen in Turin at this time. In the rest of the province of Vercelli, however, the rainfall has been moderate. The counting of the damage in Borgosesia has not yet begun. Great work for the firefighters who have received dozens of calls. They are the ones who will shortly throw up a balance of the day of bad weather in Borgosesia. In the meantime, it is known that due to the bad weather, some families have been displaced.
Borgosesia, la bufera è pazzesco.
More hail in Turin, more fear for the possible damage that was already seen. Shortly after 2:30 p.m., according to the forecast, it started raining hard again in the city and in some municipalities of the province, with gusts of wind and especially hail. The spears of hail smaller dimensions, fortunately compared to what was recorded 5 days ago.
Si lava tutta completamente, però e non ha alternative. Abbastanza, sì. Oltretutto è estate, abbiamo.
The hail after an initial outburst has given a break, while the firefighters are intervening for the detachments of glass and cornices in some streets of the center, such as in the area of Garibaldi and Via Zernea. The disturbance then moved, reaching the southern parts of the regions, the Cuneo and Asti areas, swept by strong winds and wet by heavy rain. Several interventions by firefighters of the Turin Provincial Command have been recorded due to the heavy rain with hail that hit the city and the metropolitan area this afternoon. In Turin for the moment, the calls received concern dangerous glass, pieces of cornice and reports of dangerous trees in various neighborhoods. The problem of falling branches and trees has also been recorded a few kilometers from the city. Many falling branches also reported in Viale del Castello, Cumiana, Poncanovis, Borghero Tornis, and Piasesco. In Rivali and Cavazzi, 2 trees have fallen to the ground. Bad weather has therefore returned to violently hit much of Piedmont after the heavy hailstorms last Friday, which caused intensive damage to the city of Turin and some towns in the province. An area of instability is reaching our northern regions, causing a rapid worsening of weather conditions. The scattered thunderstorms locally of strong intensity also reported, especially close to the Alpine sectors. This was announced by the Department of Civil Protection based on expected and ongoing phenomena. A yellow alert has been assessed for tomorrow. The warning especially for the autonomous province of Trento in Basilicata, in Calabria, and in large areas of Abruzzo. Precisely in light of what happened 5 days ago, dozens of motorists took shelters with their cars everywhere at the first drops. A violent disturbance arrived throughout the Turin area, including the capital, in the early afternoon today. It is no coincidence that ARPA at lunchtime issued a yellow alert for thunderstorms, which also concerned not only Turin but the whole of Piedmont. The warning no province exclude. The fears in Turin territory are remain the result of what happened last Friday, when the very violent hailstorm devastated the bodywork and windshields of the hundreds of cars along the city streets. The damage also involved trees and green spaces. Among these, the botanical garden inside the Valentino Park, where 90% of the plants were destroyed.